time for another fabulous episode of
The Don and Mike Show.
And today we shall witness an earth-shaking discovery.
Don Geronimo, Mike O'Mara.
Oh, who are you guys with? NBC, CBS?
Radio Gods.
You gave up jobs with security for show business?
The Don and Mike Show.
We've got a show to do.
Come on, guys. We're on the air.
Have a good show.
Produced by 106.7 WJFK, Washington's Superstation.
It's going to be a great show.
All right, well, good luck. And distributed by Westwood One Entertainment.
We should thank our lucky stars. They're still putting on a program of this caliber after so many years.
Want to participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. Complete contest rules. Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Mighty WJFK. P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Don and Mike, there'll be no mollycoddling.
Stay tuned for your chance at $500 for naming the secret sound. Only on the Don and Mike Show.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Number 1, Arbitron rated, The Don and Mike Show.
Please join Don and Mike for a beautiful weekend of Las Vegas style shows. For the first time ever, the Don and Mike Las Vegas style show does a two-nighter out west. It's at Paul Quinn College.
No, Barry, it's in Sacramento.
God damn it. I'm cutting a fucking spot, Tony. Let's try this here again. One more time. This Friday at the Sacramento Valley Amphitheater at 8 p.m. and on Saturday the 28th, the very next night. They perform in Reno, of course, at the beautiful Silver Legacy Resort Casino City Center Pavilion. It will be one hell of a sexy time, and ladies are always welcome. Stay tuned to your local Don and Mike Love Network affiliate station to find out how to get your tickets now.
Barry, that was great.
Fuck this shit, Tony. I don't need this bullshit.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Last time on the Don and Mike Show.
A foreign film on pay-per-view.
A movie called Woman on Top.
Well, it seems to me that you call a movie Woman on Top, you have a little nudity. One of the biggest fringe benefits with that particular position is at least a little bouncy.
Mike's choice has changed to a whole new movie. They get Women with Mop. That portrays women the right way.
Yeah, with women with mop without air conditioning.
Washing dishes by hand.
The Don and Mike Show.
For all you good, moral, Christian people who are complaining that breasts and vaginas are obscene. Hey, don't complain to me. Complain to the manufacturer, okay? And although Jesus told us not to judge, I know you're going to judge anyway, so judge sanely. Judge with your eyes open. What do you consider obscene? Is this obscene to you?
You can call Don and Mike anytime, toll free at 1-877-365-3636. That's 1-877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Mr. Son of a Beach.
Hi.
Oh, for you.
Hi.
Hey, Don and Mike, where'd you know could fill a book?
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
It's the Don and Mike Show, and they'll say what they wish. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
If you've seen the bumper sticker on my car, I have. WWPHD. What would Phil Hochberg do? I thought it was who would Phil Hochberg do. Always the right thing. Always the right thing. Here he is, Son of God, Phil Hochberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rob Spiewak. Take it away, Rob.
You know what I say about Phil?
What?
He's just all right with me. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Staph Infection and all the ships at sea. Hey, thank God the price of their gas is holding steady. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Thank you, Robbie, and hello, and thank you for listening to the show, everybody. The Don and Mike Show, a new episode on Tuesday, April 24. Wow. Yeah, that's right, April 24 already. Right. I want to start today's show by thanking the most reliable bet that you can make in sports today.
I hate to agree with you. You know, I'm kind of a fan.
I want to thank the fags known as the Washington Capitals. They never let me down.
Never.
You know why? Because they always lose.
You know, I understand that last night, because there was the chance of a Game 7, both the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Washington Capitals brought their checked out of their hotel. The Capitals checked out of their hotel, and the Pittsburgh Penguins brought their luggage to the arena in case they had to go to Washington for a Game 7. The strangest thing was the Capitals had all their golf clubs with them.
Yeah. They are, to quote Tony Kornheiser, they are choking dogs.
It's very, very frustrating to be a fan of that team, and I was a season ticket holder for a while, and quite a legacy, quite a years and years of constant disappointment.
Here was the sound at the very end of overtime last night. This is the Washington Capitals collectively.
Oh, dear.
I don't even like hockey. I can make money every year by betting against the Washington Capitals.
You notice I didn't take any of that action this year.
Oh, John. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very sad for the faithful. And believe me, there are people that have been rooting for that team from the very, very beginning.
Well, that's my as those guys on Sunday morning, those guys that are on doing those huckster shows on Sunday morning where they say, this is my lock of the week, my lock of the year. I'm telling you, it's too late now because hockey season's over. But your lock of next year, bet your mortgage, bet your kids' college fund, bet your car, bet everything that the Washington Capitals are going to lose whoever they play in the playoffs.
So next year, you're already prepared to go on record and say,
it's my lock of the year.
Next year, the Capitals will go to the playoffs.
Yeah, well, of course, they always do.
They always go.
Everybody goes to the playoffs in the hockey.
But they won't make it out of the first round again.
No, even if they make it out of the first round, they'll lose in the second round.
And if they make it out of the second round, they'll lose in the third round.
And if they make it to the
they made it to the finals one year, and then they lost 4 in a row.
Yeah. That's my Caps.
That's when I got all caught up in it.
That's what I'm saying. Somewhere along the line, okay, you might lose in the first round. You might lose everything in the first round. Well, then you go to the bank and you get a mortgage.
Right.
You get a second mortgage on your house that you've already lost, and you put all that on the Capitals. And if they win in the second round, well, then, okay, you're out on the streets, and you've got your hat in your hand, and you're collecting money from strangers. Take that money, pool that together, put it in a giant pile, push it towards the middle of the table in Vegas, and say everything on whoever the Washington Capitals are playing.
Every year.
Every year.
That's right.
It sucks. It's great. It's great. They are a sure thing.
You know, they're probably the closest thing to being a sure thing in the world of sports.
They are. Jesus Christ. And even those new fancy uniforms they got don't help.
Well, I think they're getting new ones next year. I think they're changing the colors. I think that's what I heard, that they're going to
again.
They're going to go back. Well, they're going to go back to the red, white, and blue, which I like. You know, it's the nation's capital. I hate that copper, teal, black crap that they had for years. I hate their uniforms. I wish they'd switch.
I don't even like hockey. I don't understand hockey.
Did you watch enough of it to enjoy it last night when you were watching it?
Well, they were losing.
Great game. It was. I mean, say what you will, it was a great hockey.
They were losing 2-0 when I got home.
Right.
And then I'll tell you about the evening as the evening unfolded. But yes, towards the end of the evening, I did.
Did you remember the game?
Yes, I did remember the game.
Just checking.
I did remember the game. Okay. You watch it because paybacks are hell on this show.
I have nobody to talk.
Okay?
Yeah, especially when we're traveling as much as we are.
Last night, I got home, sitting down, relaxing, and there's a Post-it note from my wife that says, I'm up the street. I'll be home shortly. So I'm sitting there waiting for my kid to get home from work. And just sitting there. You know, he's got a part-time job now. Mm-hmm. So I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden the phone rings. And it's, well, I'm going to call them Mr. and Mrs. Enabler, the British people.
Oh, dear.
He calls up and he goes, hello, mate. I go, hi, how you doing? He says, do you know it's me wife's birthday today? That was,
they have a birthday every week?
It was just his birthday 2 weeks ago.
Right.
But apparently it was a get-together, and he said, come on up.
Are you exploring the possibility that maybe they're making this birthday thing up?
No, because she had gotten him gifts. And
okay, all right.
He had gotten her gifts, and there was a birthday cake.
If they call you next week and it's his birthday again,
then I'm gonna be concerned.
You'll know there's trouble.
I'm gonna be concerned. So, you know, being the good neighbor that I am,
of course,
I went up the street and wow. Wow.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah. That's not a good thing on a Monday. On a Monday.
Hey, it's almost summer.
On a Monday.
You know, it's warm weather. It's like summer-like weather, so it's fine.
We were inside, though.
Yeah, it's all right.
We were inside. It was crammed. The whole neighborhood was up at the Enabler's house.
You got a cool neighborhood.
Yes, we do. And I was, what you were alluding to was the fact that, well, you know me, when I have a martini, or as I had last night, at least two.
Right.
I get, sometimes you get angry when you drink. I get the opposite. I become...
You're very friendly.
Gregarious, and normally I'm a very shy person in real life, but...
You'll know when I'm past the point of no return is when the anger, that's when send me away. You know, put me in a room, tie me up, throw me away.
Well, I was, last night, having a good time with my neighbors, and there are a couple of neighbors who I know casually. I wave at them and I say hello to them, and the wife's been down to our house a couple of times, and I've talked to the husband a couple of times, and they're very nice people, but I don't know them that well. This morning, imagine my surprise, my shock, my horror when the phone rang, and it was the wife who lives 3 houses up, and she says, "Hi, I'm just confirming tonight at your house." And I stop for I go to, yeah, right, yes, sure, yes.
They were probably confirming based on the condition.
On the fact that I had, apparently, last night, invited them down, which is...
Well, you did it because that's how you really felt. You really wanted to get together. You would probably, under normal circumstances...
Would not have.
Be too shy.
I don't invite anybody to come to my house.
But the undercurrent is that you really wanted these people to come over.
So they're coming over.
So it'll be another evening.
No. It will be
very mellow.
It will be a Diet Coke evening. Absolutely a Diet Coke evening.
Yeah. Usually when you have one the night before, a real evening, then you have to have a Diet Coke.
And last night, you know what? Last night wasn't a real evening. I mean, last night wasn't one of those. Well, let me just say
it wasn't a New York evening.
No, it wasn't, and I didn't dry hump anybody.
That's good.
Okay.
Good. Right. Good.
Although I did end up coming home with some of his cologne.
On?
No, a bottle of it.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean,
was it in your pocket?
No, I remember at one point he said he travels a lot. The Mr. Enabler does, and he said, "Hey, I was."
Did he give it to you because you enjoyed it?
I was overseas, and I've got some cologne, and I said, "Great." And he brought me a bottle of it. And
okay.
And when I got
like a new bottle,
yeah, brand new bottle, unused bottle.
Oh, okay. That's different. I thought you might have gone into his bathroom.
No. It was just I woke up this morning and I went in and washed my face, and takes me a minute to remember last night.
Right.
And I'm going, cologne. Where did this... Oh, yeah, right. He gave me some cologne last night.
Did he give you the cologne because at some point you had commented on his cologne?
I don't know. I mean,
I would think that...
Entirely possible, I would think.
There's really no decent explanation for it. I mean, it would be either he thought you'd like some, perfume.
I don't know.
Or you had commented on it.
I don't know.
Or at an earlier date, did you ever said anything about his cologne? Have you ever been aware of how he smelled?
No. And I'm not a fag. Okay, because I know that's where this is going.
Well, it's just based on the history. I'm just curious as to why he would give you perfume when just out of the blue, he said he went on a business trip and he was thinking of you.
I guess. I don't know.
You must have either asked about it or he wants more dancing.
I don't know.
Usually, when someone likes a certain scent, they comment on the scent that's on another person.
Okay.
He might just be currying favor with Don. Here's a lovely gift. I was thinking of you. And he'll call the dead in later.
That's the possibility. That's the other possibility, that he was on a business trip and he was in the
well, that's more
colognery.
That's more disturbing. If he's on a business trip and he sees something, he thinks of me.
Currying favor, as Rob said.
Well, we've been traveling. When you travel, do you think of him?
No.
Well, then it's one side.
No, I'm sorry. It is.
Wouldn't kill you to buy him a gift.
We're going on a road trip.
Yeah, like a shot glass or something.
Bring back a shot glass from Reno.
I'm not bringing Mr. Enabler a gift.
A box of taffy, something.
I'm not bringing him a gift. He's a nice enough. He's a nice enough guy, and he's my buddy. Or
Did you get him a birthday present when he invited you to his birthday party?
No.
I did not. It might be a nice gesture if he gave you something. You know, it might be. They're good. They're your good buddies.
He got you a gift.
Yes, I know he did, and I appreciate it.
It's just like a road gift.
You know, I'm going to check into this. I'm going to have to do some checking to find out exactly the circumstances behind the
cologne.
The cologne, because I called,
Are you wearing it now?
No, I called down to their house today, and there was no answer down there.
Right.
So, he was apparently at work, and she's out doing, whatever she does.
How do they do it? I'm surprised they make it to work with these Monday parties.
Well, I'm here at work, and I was at a Monday party, and listen, I got up at the regular time today. I was up at 6:30 this morning.
Well, yeah, but I mean, normally it's just, that's why when someone's celebrating a birthday early in the week or late in the middle of the week, you normally celebrate the prior or the next weekend.
I think it was a spontaneous party.
Oh,
that's what I think happened.
Those are the best kind.
I think that Frida had gone up there with a gift for her, and all of a sudden, everybody in the neighborhood's there, and it's party time.
Party time.
It's party time. So that's my night last night. I'll find out how I got the cologne.
Good.
I'll find out. I'll report back to you on that. Yeah.
And let us know how the Diet Coke night goes tonight as well, please.
Well, Buzz, there'll be nothing happening tonight with this other couple.
Okay.
This other couple.
So you say.
They're very nice, but they're not like the enablers.
Okay.
But you sound like you have just, in the last year,
I know
lucked into a happening neighborhood. I think that's great.
Something has really happened to me. I'm very, very concerned that I used to be.
You used to be decidedly antisocial.
With hiding in my house. I've actually hid in the house when kids have come by to sing Christmas carols.
Right.
I've turned the lights off and I've hid upstairs and peeked at them through the window blinds. As a matter of fact, Frida said to me last night when I got home. Shocker, she left a little before I did. She said when I got home, she said, "I'm really proud of you." I said, "Why?" Why? Because I managed to find my way home. That I was able to walk, 4 houses down without falling into the river.
Right.
And she said, "No." She said, "The old you would not have gone to a party up the street. The old you
would have definitely left earliest."
Yes, would have left when Frida left.
Right.
Instead of staying and inviting more neighbors to come down to our house and, getting gifted with cologne.
Well, it's great. I mean, why not? I think people ought to chill out more. I think people ought to celebrate more. I think people ought to have middle of the week parties.
I couldn't handle
that. Great idea. Well, I couldn't either.
I couldn't handle it.
I mean, I really couldn't. Even with what I do, I could not handle that during the week.
I mean, as tame as last night was, and last night was like, when we go out in New York, it was 1/4 of the nights that we go out in New York.
Well, we go out in New York on a Thursday night, and that pretty much takes care of the following weekend for me.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not functional until probably 6 o'clock Sunday evening. And that's when we go out in New York on Thursday. Are we all agreed?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
wipe you out.
It's horrible.
Yeah, so anyway, that's my neighborhood.
And you turned on the hockey game when you were there, right?
Yes, I made them turn the hockey game on. Nobody understood why, since it's a pretty widely known fact that I don't like hockey. But I watched the end, and I was real happy. Real happy with the Caps.
Way back.
Oh, when they first came to D.C.
For a while, you used to go to hockey games, right?
Yes, I was a fan. The team gave me a jersey with my name on the back of it. Because at that time, nobody went to see them play hockey.
Right.
And I went to some games, and I had a friend of mine who was the announcer for the games, who would do the the stuff in the stadium. Attention, if you're in row 38, you want a free pizza. That junk. But no, it's boring. Hockey's more boring than baseball is.
To you.
Yes, well, and I'm assuming that the world shares...
That's the people that go to the games.
I'm assuming the world shares my position on most of the things that I believe in, because I'm right.
Well, you think you're right.
I know I'm right.
Well, no, I know you're wrong about hockey.
Baseball's boring, and...
I know you're wrong about baseball, too. Being a baseball fan and a hockey fan, and a golf fan, those 3 sports that you think are the most boring are my favorite sports.
I watch golf when Tiger's on.
Right.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Other than that, golf sucks.
Those are my 3 favorite sports that you hate, you see.
No, the best sport to watch, the most fun, is football.
Yeah, in your opinion.
No, that's. I'm giving you now the correct answers and the incorrect.
Like when you are king, the way the rules are going to be that.
No. This is.
Will the standard answer have to be the way you see it?
The standard answer is that football is the best sport to watch, followed by basketball.
Right.
Followed by. Boy, where would I...
Curling.
No. Baseball and hockey are up there. They're way up there. Baseball would be, I'd rather watch baseball than hockey. I'd say baseball is third, and hockey is probably fourth. Hockey is, I'll give you this, hockey's better than soccer.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hockey is more exciting than soccer.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Well, I've fallen off my my hockey fandom since we had kids. We don't get out to the to see hockey. In my opinion, is one of the best sports to see live. Hockey does not translate to television very well because the puck's too small and you can't follow it that well. Even last night, I found myself on the little 27-inch screen that I had in the bedroom. At one point when I was in overtime, I actually, you might find this hard to believe, I was in bed with my feet up watching the game, and it got real tense, and I found myself...
I was in bed with my feet up also.
Your neighbors.
With my neighbor, though.
I found myself...
That might be when he gave me the cologne, yes.
I found myself walking up to the screen just to get about 5 inches away because I really couldn't follow the puck. It's hard. I mean, even with the network, even with ABC and ESPN doing it, it's hard to follow on TV.
And then this morning when I got up, I know that my wife was on the Cunny line, organizing Cunny-palooza for Friday night.
Oh, that's right. All the ladies are going right.
When we're out of town, my wife is the ringleader. She's getting all of the other broads together.
They go into that fancy restaurant?
Yeah, they go to a fancy restaurant. They're going to, I think, come over to our house first and drink. Drink first, then go out to eat.
Good.
And I know that she called Marcia, spoke to Marcia. I think she left a message for your wife. I was able to overhear her fantastic conversation with Rob A.
Oh, really?
Hey, Rob, tell me something.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And you won't hurt my feelings, and I don't think you'll hurt Frida's feelings.
Right.
Do you screen out her calls?
No, I don't, and I would have taken because that time it came up with your name. So when I was calling back, I thought I missed your call.
Well, no, she left a message, though, on your machine.
By the time I saw the flashing light on the caller ID, I had the baby this morning, and I don't know how I missed the call, and that's the honest truth. I just
Not that I'm concerned at all, but has your wife made contact with Carrie at all? I mean, is Carrie available to come to the phone?
I spoke for Carrie, as you would for Laura if Laura was detained.
Has anyone talked to Carrie?
But I believe that Laura has made contact.
There is a deeper question here that's being asked by the fine gentleman from Virginia.
There was a time, I believe it might have been last week or the week before, where Laura and I were in the same room, and I turned the phone over to Laura so she could speak to Frida, you see, and they actually had my concern, has Carrie at any time spoken to your wife during this?
I don't think so.
I think is planning on going. I'll have to touch base with her.
I think we're really concerned about your wife's safety. I mean, that's the issue. The issue is not whether she's talked to Frida or not.
If there's any question of safety, she'll stay home. We don't want to put her in any danger. I'll speak for her.
She doesn't seem to be able to make contact with anyone on the outside.
Will she be attending the wives' dinner?
Could be. Depends. It's a long way off. And with me out of town and... it depends. I got to get some good rope.
Oh, God.
No, of course. I think Frida spoke to her this way. She's been working.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
And
here's what happened. That I'm sitting at the kitchen table and I hear Frida calling Rob, and she goes, "Hi, Rob. It's Frida. Hope you're not avoiding my call because it seems you always avoid my calls. I'm calling to talk to Carrie about Friday night. Well, I guess I'll talk to her later. Bye-bye." Click. 3 minutes later, phone rings. Hi.
The boss's wife going too?
Yes, Roz is going.
All the elements are going to be there for nothing but trouble.
Like on the weather channel, when they are saying, you got the high pressure here, it's going to mix with the low front here, and that's where you're going to have the explosion of weather.
This could be the perfect storm.
Yes, you're going to have the thunderstorms and the tornadoes happening right over that restaurant. So it's all, and it's, you know what it is? It's roulette. Because it's that big wheel. Yeah. Someone's going to give us all up.
The money wheel.
Somebody's going to give us all up, and we're all, that's the one thing.
It won't be Carrie.
Individuals are going to it won't be Carrie.
It won't be Carrie, that's right.
She's afraid to speak.
Yeah, she's just waiting for her opportunity.
There'll be awkward silence.
Maybe Carrie will write messages on the cocktail napkins like, "Please help me."
She'll be tapping things out on a water glass with a knife.
She'll ask someone to go to the restroom with her, and on the way, listen, I can't speak because Rob's having me watch, but please, help me.
So she's never been happier.
My only instructions to Laura will be don't agree to the next social event with all the wives.
Why?
Because that's how I control it. I don't say anything to her. She does whatever she wants.
So the curious thing is that Rob calls back immediately and says to Frida, no, I'm not avoiding your call, even though Frida tells me that, like, the last 3 times she's called, every time she gets the message, and then she gets your machine, and then you call back immediately.
Out of breath.
Then she says, okay, well, Rob gave me Carrie's number at work. I said, well, great. And I hear Frida on the phone, and I hear her end of it, and she got, shocker, an answering machine at work.
Turns out Carrie's just starting back to work part-time, because I can watch the baby in the mornings and she can in the afternoons, and she was online all morning trying to get some computer stuff worked out, because she hasn't been there in 4 months, so no one was able to get to Carrie this morning.
Did Carrie go on the last wives' dinner?
No, I don't think she did.
I don't think she did.
You get with me after the show. I'll give you all the instructions. Don't worry. I've been through this before. I know how to handle it.
I don't think there's anything to worry about.
That's what I said. That's what I said the first time, too.
She wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll give you the complete rundown. I have a checklist. I have a notebook in the car.
Do you?
Yep. All the things.
I'd like you to compare it against my checklist.
boys, Friday night, it's perfectly safe for the girls to get together.
Carrie will
you got the boss's wife, Ken's wife, and you got the other boss's wife there, okay?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
You just get the checklist.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stop that, you.
Right.
You.
Nothing but trouble can come out of it.
You.
That's right.
Got to be very careful.
That's good. Good. Let them congregate together among themselves.
Well, you see, you're fine when they congregate.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine because there's nothing bad can happen to you when this gets together. Nothing bad can happen.
What bad can happen to you?
Total embarrassment. Horrific embarrassment. I can't even put it into words.
What it is, are you afraid that your wife is going to tell them?
Oh, something.
Something about you?
Yes. Of course.
Well, you're right. No, that has happened before.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That has happened before.
She's become very skilled at it, though, now, and I'm just going to give Rob the heads up on how to prevent that.
Skilled at how to reveal or how to conceal?
How to conceal. Conceal, of course.
So I got what so your concern in this is that your wife opens her mouth, spills the beans about something. Right. My wife will come back to me. Buzz's wife will come back to him. At some point, whatever this...
Oh, and I'm not worried about Buzz's wife.
And everyone knows that
Buzz's wife doesn't have... It's not like Buzz would come in and go, you know what Marcia said that Laura said.
No. That Mike wears
no new pants. There's only one wife that'll do that.
I'm the only one that... Well, no, listen, we're a team. Because she would tell me, and even if she said in confidence... Of course, if it was something in confidence, I would repeat it to you off the air. As a professional courtesy.
You have extended that courtesy before. That's right. None of I'm sorry, you other two don't get that though.
It happens someday, perhaps, but not just now.
So I got it. So that's really where you're coming from.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it's not like it used to be. I mean, in the early days when my wife was untrained, it was one thing.
No, you're right. Frida, we used to come home with an awful lot of good stuff.
Well, Frida one time went to our house. You remember when she went over to our house and called from the turnaround of the driveway, called the show from the turnaround of the driveway.
But you see, you're looking at this in the wrong way. Think of how great it could be. What if Roz lets go with something about Ken?
Yeah.
You see, and that could be great.
No, you know,
that's usually not encouraged to do that.
I don't know. Worker for a little bit.
And I've gone over the basics with Marcia, but she's a loose cannon, so anything could happen.
Oh, your wife is a loose cannon. Please, Buzz.
Anything could happen.
Your wife is the equivalent of you. That's why, you're the safe one. You're safe. Your wife is safe.
Right.
My wife, you got to watch out for her. Mike's wife, you got to watch out for her.
Absolutely.
Rob's wife.
Needs to be seen.
Yeah, Rob's wife. Who knows if the mystery woman's going to show or not.
Now, my wife, kind of a teetotaler. Is Carrie, is she one to have a cocktail or two?
She really hasn't since the baby was born. She might have a glass of wine.
I guarantee they will be drinking. That Frida will insist on that.
We will. There you go.
Yeah.
And Carrie responds well to being persuaded. So she probably will have a drink.
God. Well, I don't think Frida's going to persuade her in the way you persuade her.
Right.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Grabbing the wrist until all the blood goes out of the hand.
Not all the blood, Mike. Please. But remember the checklist.
Anyway, they're getting together Friday night, and she was excited. Molly's very happy.
Good. And, of course, we're getting together Friday night, too.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And Saturday night.
With our big Led Zeppelin-style road trip.
And Sunday. Can you imagine how cragged out and ragged out we're going to be by the time Sunday comes?
Well, I think that we'll probably keep it somewhat in check on Friday night. Because we have two of these to do.
Right.
Saturday,
watch out. Watch out for the Saturday night show.
Absolutely.
That's going to be nutty, yes. And now Friday night we'll be in Sacramento at the Sacramento Valley Amphitheater.
Right.
Show starts at 8 o'clock. Don't cost nothing to get in. Come on down. Hold 17,000 people. Jesus Christ, please come down.
Right.
Reno, this is already, forget about it. The tickets for this, just forget about it. I mean, the people that have come down to the station to return their wristbands from last time, almost everybody that was in line for the last show that Harris canceled has come to get new tickets. So if you want to get in, this place in Reno holds about 2,500 people. So start lining up day of show.
Amen.
You know, and to make sure you can get into the Silver Legacy Resort Casino. We will be in Reno on Saturday night with the Las Vegas style show.
It's going to be fantastic. Looking forward to the weekend.
And of course, no cost. You know, it's a freebie. It's always saying thank you for listening to the show. Just tickets are like they always are, first come, first serve.
Amen.
So please make sure you get there plenty early. And, you know, we never have to beg for people to come to these shows, but I'm feeling pressure from the fact that it's a 17,000 seat outdoor pavilion in Sacramento.
Yeah,
to really beg.
I think 8 or 9 thou under the roof there in the amphitheater, and then lawn seating for double that. So I mean, you're going to have. We'd really like to pack the joint just to show the power of the Don and Mike show.
You know, and if KHTK are a fine affiliate in Northern California and Sacramento, the home of the Kings, if they'd really like to get behind the show, what they should do on Friday during the day is get a couple of big buses and just drive around and find homeless people and people who have lost their memory and stuff.
Right.
And just get the most down and out of Sacramento and put them on the bus. And I don't care how you pad the gate, bring them in. Order everybody from the radio station.
Here's the great thing,
and come to the show.
The great thing about the show in Sacramento, we are expecting, somewhere over 10,000 people to show up for this show. And I will tell you that the great thing that we've decided is everybody after the show is invited back to the hotel.
Yeah,
what's wrong? So come on back.
Mike's room. Everybody come back to Mike's room after the show.
We got a suite.
But yes, pad it. I mean, do it the way that they do, out in Southern California for game shows and stuff that no one wants to go see.
Right.
They actually have people out on the streets, like by the Man's Chinese Theater. They have people standing saying, would you like to see a television show? And they actually bus in people from retirement centers, or someday, as they'll be called,
leisure camps.
Leisure camps. when I take over and put the elderly to work, what they do is they'll bus in like 500 old people to watch a lame TV show. So, if 17,000 won't show up, get some homeless, get me some retired people.
Yes.
Bring them in. And
we know the show particularly appeals to people of retirement age. That's those are the people that retirees. We get some blue hairs at our show.
It's not their enjoyment that I'm concerned with.
You're just bodies in the seats.
Yes. I want that picture.
Right.
I want to be able to take a photograph of you and I looking out of, and all we see is wall-to-wall people.
It's really our chance to pretend that we're rock stars.
Yeah.
How about send a whole bunch of buses to a methadone clinic?
I'm not sure that, Rob, that's fine.
That's a great idea.
Most of those people will already be at the show, though.
We've gotten those calls from Sacramento.
Yes, we have.
You get some junkies there, that's fine.
Right.
As a matter of fact, go to your,
hey, that's a good idea.
money. Go to your white-collar prisons. Go to the country club prisons. I mean, don't bring me any,
hardcore
rapists or murderers, but
minimum security white-collar criminals.
Give me the guys who cheated on their income tax.
Sure.
The guys that bought stuff under the table, the guys that stole from their companies, the guys who are in the jails without walls.
Fantastic.
Give me a busload of those guys.
Maybe go out to some of the other events that are happening in Sacramento. If there's like a minor league baseball game or something, go out there and offer people a can coolie or something.
Yeah.
You want to come to a better evening?
Right.
Come on.
But now maybe I'm overreacting here. The show is 3 days away, and who knows? Maybe 17,000 people will show up.
I'm totally confident in this. I'll tell you why. I'm confident based on what we did the last time we were in Sacramento. And that was people coming in, from the outlying areas. So I'm very, very optimistic.
Well, Mike, I've just been handed from our producer, Charles Broyhill. This is an exciting piece of news from Sacramento. Dennis Murphy will be appearing in Sacramento Wednesday. That's tomorrow.
Wow.
He'll be at the Carl's Jr. on Madison Avenue in Carmichael at 11:30 a.m.
Just trying to water down our crowd.
Tomorrow, he'll be at
Harris International on Auburn Boulevard, in Citrus Heights, California.
Very good.
Thursday morning, he'll be at Ralph's, that's supermarket, in Folsom. And Thursday night at 6, he'll be at the Valley Brewing Company in Stockton for the big Dennis Murphy party.
Well, I sure hope they put some eyeshadow on that whore.
Yeah.
Honest to God. I guess the first word in Dennis's vocabulary is yes.
Yeah, so that's Dennis's itinerary. If you want to see him, go to a hamburger place or
Did they make it possible for Dennis to get out there? Did they pay Dennis's transportation?
I'm pretty sure they did, and I'm pretty sure Dennis is paying his own way. He's going to be selling his T-shirts. I know homosexual Joseph,
right,
is paying his own way to get out there.
Well, he's independently wealthy, Don.
He is, and someday we will talk about Homo Joe's real job. I mean, I know he doesn't want us to,
right?
But you'd be amazed if you knew what Homo Joe did for a living.
He's got a lot of money.
If you knew what his job really was,
right,
you might change your eating habits. That's all I want to say.
Fascinating.
You might think twice about something you buy. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Joe, if you're listening.
I have a warning for Don.
Joe, if you're listening. Kidding. Love you lots. Show. Just kidding about that. Hello. Yeah, you're on the air.
Donald, whatever you do not use that cologne.
Why?
Don't be naive, Don. It's not cologne, it's chloroform. The British are still pissed about 1776 and 1812. He's going to knock you out and seek revenge on your ass, Don. Don't be a sucker.
So you're saying what does he want to have? The equivalent of the Boston Tea Party in my ass?
You got it right, and everyone will be coming, if you know what I mean.
I think if he wanted to have sex with you, he could just liquor you up and ask politely.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me for having friends. Excuse me.
Good to hear you say that.
For the first time in my life, excuse me for having friends besides the Neanderthals that I work with every day. Excuse me for having regular friends.
I think it's fantastic.
Wonderful. Hello.
Hello, gentlemen.
I like you guys treat me like a retard. Hey, that's good. You have friends now. Friends. You're only 42. Wow, you really went to someone else's house last night? That's good.
Well, you have a happening neighborhood. That's what I'm saying. It's just really, I think Monday night parties are, in most of suburbia are the exception to the rule.
It's a good party. Hello. Little flashing involved at this party.
If you hear jealousy in my voice, that's what it is. I mean, nothing, me, nothing probably would make me happier on a couple of Monday nights coming home from slaying the dragon to have the phone ring and say, hey, that wouldn't happen in my neighborhood.
Oh, really?
No, people keep it themselves out there.
Not in my neighborhood.
There was flashing?
Yes, there was.
Female flashing?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, there was. I can't mention anything.
You're a lucky man.
I don't want to diss my neighbors, but, most of the time if I want to have a party, I have to, go to the store, buy the beer, and open the house up.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Well, you're the hostess with the mostest.
Yeah. That wears thin after a while.
So let me see if I read between the lines here.
Yeah, please, interpret for me.
They don't reciprocate. I mean, you throw all the parties and no one ever throws a party and invites you.
Some of them do, and there's an occasional party. Like, you can count it on one hand over a couple of years.
And how many parties do you have for your neighbors?
Relative to, I have probably had 15 over 2 years.
Wow.
Get-togethers. Now, that's in my neighborhood. I'm telling you, my other folks, my golfing buddies,
right?
That's fine. That's covered. That's just that's a little round robin that we just go from house to house to house. That's fantastic. That is well.
You're talking about the people who live on your street.
Yeah, it would make me. I'm not hurting for a social calendar, but when I hear you talk about this Monday thing where you have a shindig, your neighbor here has a shindig, they have a shindig, it's during the week. On the street. I'd like that. It would be nice. It would be.
Well, then let me say it for you in case any of Mike's neighbors are listening. Frankly,
I have.
You've hurt his feelings, and I think that there should be a giant surprise party for Mike tonight.
Thank you.
At a neighbor's home.
You can't do it tonight.
Why?
I got crap practice tonight.
Oh, band practice.
Crap practice.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
High schools have band practice.
Hello.
Hello, how are you guys?
We're doing great, thank you.
Well, Don, I'm very proud of you.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Come on, guy. You have a neighbor who beats your ass, give you cologne, and you're still talking to him. That's pretty for an American guy, buddy. That's very good. By the way, if you were living in the
country where I'm from, we have parties Monday through Monday.
Kind of dicey when you get a guy that's an hour off the boat giving you crap about this.
I think I have to move to your neighborhood.
Really? And where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Are you from Spain or Spain?
No, I'm from España.
España.
Yes, sir.
Do you think this is a phony, Rob?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
No. What the hell? I'm talking seriously. Come on, guys.
No, I think it's a phony accent.
I'm serious. Okay, what you want to know about España?
Speak Spanish, then.
¿Qué quieres que te diga, Miguel? Miguel y Don Miguel y su amigo, hablando siempre por la radio. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Oh, I can speak Catalan if you want. That's actually typical from Barcelona.
What did he say, Robbie?
Pipe down, Pablo. They don't say in Spanish.
Hey.
Is an American word. And he just went...
Hey. Do you want me to speak Catalan with you guys?
No, just pipe down.
Count to 30 in Spanish.
What do you want?
That's a good one, Mike. Count to 30 in Spanish.
Go.
Oh, sure. Count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Come on, do it, or you're lying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30.
You speak Spanish, Lisa?
He did count to 30.
Well, he counted to 30, but anybody that knows Spanish can count to 30. He said, Don and Mike, they want me to speak on the radio. What do you want me to say?
Okay. What do you want me to say?
Have a dialogue with him. Let me hear if you can have a conversation with him.
Oh, I can understand better than I can speak.
Hey, Robbie, where's our Frito the Bandito music?
You know, you learn about new talents that staff members for this show have every...
bilingual Lisa is.
Hey, guys, come on. Bring it on.
All right, come on. We're ready. Go ahead.
¿Qué quieres que te diga? A ver, hace 5 años que vivo en este país, nací en Barcelona, escucho vuestro programa por la radio cada día después de trabajar.
Conversación con Lisa.
¿Cómo?
Conversación con Lisa.
Hablo conmigo.
Ok, ¿qué quieres que te diga?
Anything.
¿Qué quieres saber de mí?
Speak Mexican to him.
Tengo 34 años, estoy casado, mi mujer se llama Michelle, no tengo niños. I don't know.
24?
No, 24.
24. He's 34.
34.
His girlfriend's name is Michelle. He doesn't have any kids.
Yeah, I mean, do you want me
so
to...
you're better at interpreting than speaking.
I can speak...
I was going to say, the plane for the UN is waiting right now. You know, we're waiting for...
All right, speak to him.
My resume.
Okay.
Speak to him.
You have to talk one at a time, and the telephone gets confusing here.
All right, speak to him, Lisa. Ask him some stuff.
I have better Spanish than Lisa, that's for sure.
What do you say?
Come on, Lisa, I have better Spanish than you.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Buey, pero nací en Igualada, provincia de Barcelona, España. You can check it in the map.
He lives in Buey. He lives in Buey, right? And he's originally from Barcelona, Spain.
¿Cuántos años vives en Buey?
5 años y medio. 5.5.
5.5 years.
¿Cómo te llama?
Francisco, but his friends call him Paco.
Yes, because if you check, actually, guys, Paco in south of Spain goes by Francisco.
I think we've established maybe he really is from Spain.
Yes, so. Maybe this guy is from Spain.
Yeah, of course I am.
All right, of course I am.
Of course.
I am. Why I am. I am.
Exactly. You see? Now you can make fun of my English if you want, but you can make fun of my Spanish.
Tú estás enfermo de la cabeza.
Hey. I think I should come to your show and translate your show in Spanish.
Yes, come inspect our show.
Oh, why not?
I'll translate.
Hey, I'll translate for you.
All right, Paco.
Okay, it has been a pleasure talking to you guys. I've been trying to reach you at least 3 times every single time I call.
Muchas gracias.
De nada. The battery dies. Hey, you guys rock, guys. I'm very proud of you guys.
Thank you, Paco.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hasta luego.
Bye-bye. Hasta luego.
Bye-bye. Well, Rob, that guy was, he was Spanish.
All right, well, he should be proud.
He should be proud.
Something to hate in everything.
Yes. The great hater. That's a real slice of the great hater there. That was a good comeback, Rob.
Rob, he was Spanish. Well, he should be proud. God damn it, you made me laugh, Rob. Sometimes you really do. Hello, Don and Mike show.
I wish everybody could see the facial expressions, too. With the eyebrows raised, like, up to his hairline.
How are you guys doing today?
Hi, we're doing great, thank you.
Hey, looking forward to seeing you guys here in Sacramento on Friday. We got VIP tickets.
Good. Well, bring all of your family members. That's a lot of seats to fill in this place.
And that's for sure. Hey, Mike? Mm-hmm? Give me one booyah.
Well, that's not me. That's actually a tape.
Is it recorded?
Yeah, it's a recording of a famous individual.
Booyah!
It just cracks me up every time I hear that.
Thank you for giving me credit.
Booyah! Booyah! No, that's Jonathan Allville.
Oh, I enjoy it every time. You guys are great. Talk to you later.
All right, see you later. Bye-bye. Doesn't everybody know the legends of Jonathan Allville?
Booyah!
Thought they did.
Father, entertainer, head shaver.
Full-time entertainer, Mike.
That's right, full-time entertainer.
I love Don and Mike's show. And a very deep mind. Give me some of his thoughts. He's got deep thoughts, man. Jonathan Allville.
He is, we might call him full of wisdom.
You know, a lot of times when I'm considering I have an important decision to do in my life, what I'll do is I will put in a tape of various, they're not inspirational thoughts.
That's exactly what they are.
From Jonathan Allville. You know, something to get me through my day if I'm having a bad day. Going, gee, what am I going to do about this situation at work? What would Jonathan Allville say?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
And see, right away, he's engaged me. He wasn't aware of that.
WWJAD.
Well, what would Jonathan Allville do?
Not too annoying.
Okay, right, okay. He's right. I'm annoyed at something. I'm annoyed.
There's not a chance.
See, and I love the dialogue with him because he's saying there's not a chance. And I'm concerned. Yes, I am upset, Jonathan.
I believe he is a dumb.
He's like an 8-ball.
Yes, well, he's of course, speaking of someone on our management team, he's a dum-dum, yes.
That's your answer.
Yeah, bitch slapping.
See, once again.
He's giving you guidance.
I'd love to bitch slap Ken Stevens.
Zippy chance.
Oh,
well, he's right, because you really couldn't walk into Ken's office and bitch slap him.
Right.
Why?
Oh, now he's toying with you.
Jonathan?
What happened?
I don't know. You didn't give me the right answer, Jonathan.
Didn't have time. Found out this morning.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
What a smart 8-ball he is. You're right, Mike. It's just like the 8-ball.
I think I might.
Yeah.
I see.
You know when he's done talking to you, because that's when you get his booyah.
It's a pack of lies.
It's not a pack of lies, John. You're a mentor.
She gets around.
We're using the John Allville 8-ball.
Keep grilling me. I definitely found it.
All right, John, just let me ask you. Will 17,000 people show up for our appearance in Sacramento on Friday night?
She's a tramp. That's a legend.
He's talking about a certain member in the audience.
Will 17,000 people show up?
I do, Richie.
He thinks so. I think he... But that wasn't a definitive answer.
Was that affirmative, yes or no?
I took the circuitous route, but I found it.
He's still talking about finding it.
What's the answer? Will we fill this place?
Yeah. It's the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's a yes.
Yes, you heard it.
Booyah!
Fantastic.
You heard it. Jonathan Allville.
Bravo.
And his book, Chicken Soup for the Ass. That is available on Amazon.com, I think.
That's a fantastic inspirational reading
from Jonathan Allville. Clear the lines now. Let's get John. Will we get a winner this time with the contest?
That's not good.
Well, it is good. We like having winners.
Will we get a winner with our contest?
No!
He doesn't want to say.
No, he doesn't.
Booyah!
And that's it. He's out. He won't tell us. I'll tell you this. We're very close to getting a winner.
We certainly are.
Mike knows it.
I do.
And if Mike knows it,
everyone
should know it.
There you go.
He call 100 right now at 877-365-3636.
Join me.
Good luck.
Number 1, Arbitron Radio, the Don and Mike Show.
I am the truth. We take Jesus and we wrap him around our reproductive organs. And it's Jesus who's speaking to us to take his healing gospel to this generation and to do it now.
Providing joy. Don and Mike.
Well, there I was at the neighbor's house getting free cologne and looking at the neighbor's flash, and I didn't even realize Rob just told me that my starring role on King of Queens was rerun last night.
They did it again when you were in the UPS outfit.
Right. I actually had a line on the show. Thanks for throwing me in front of the truck, incidentally. You know, the one time that we were in the background on King of Queens was the one time that it was on against Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Right, exactly.
And last night, when they knew that they were going to get killed in the ratings, I'm guessing because of the weakest link, they said, what episode can we just throw on that really doesn't matter if no one watches it? Oh, hold on, wait. What's the episode that had that disc jockey who wore the UPS uniform?
Well, you could look at it that way, or you could say it was their episode where they were going up against the weakest link, and they said, we need to bring our best stuff out.
Yeah.
Let's bring the single best episode of King of Queens.
No, I was there for that. Well, I mean, you saw it on TV, but I was there as they were putting it together. That was not the best show I've ever seen.
Well, it's unfortunate. Did Weakest Link kick ass again last
I'm sure
night?
it did. I will check and get the numbers.
All right, do you have the number to get the numbers?
I do, in fact.
Do you really?
Yes.
Because I have the number to get the numbers.
Well, one of us should call it.
Well, then why don't you? Because I'll do this now. All right. You call and get the numbers. All right. And I'll do this right now.
Okay.
And, I got to tell you some stuff after we do our contest there about the weakest link. Stuff I heard at my neighbor's house.
Oh, this is interesting.
About the weakest link in Britain, which is where the show originates. Hello, Don and Mike show.
I am caller number 100.
Yes. Cello, what's your name?
Cello?
Cello.
Oh, sorry about that.
Cello, you never watch Good Times?
A long time ago.
Oh, come on, sir. Now, that is how JJ always said hello when he answered the phone. Cello.
JJ, answer the phone the right way, JJ. JJ, answer the phone the right way. Make your mom more happy. JJ. JJ, I'm dead.
Oh, no. Esther Roll.
I'm gone. I'm worm food.
Remember her psychic hotline?
Why don't you give it a try? Call this psychic hotline now.
I can't do that like I used to, you know. I do that like for 5 seconds, and all of a sudden I feel like I'm going, I need oxygen.
Well, listen, my friend, your call 100. You've won a pay-per-view of Meet the Parents.
Super.
Great. You're a great contestant. That's courtesy of Cox Cable System, now playing on pay-per-view Meet the Parents. We like it. Now, you ready to go for $500?
I sure am.
All right, secret sound number 3, common everyday sound heard in the home, the workplace, and the learning place. Give us the sound. You win $500. Please don't answer until Mike sings like...
William Joel.
Well, why not sing like Esther Roll?
All right, Esther Roll sings Billy Joel.
How about Esther Roll?
Roll sings Joel.
Okay, all right. Godspeed.
Caller, name this sound.
Because I'm thinking Good Times. Now, Esther Roll the cast didn't sing the theme to Good Times.
I think it was the gospel choir.
You think so? All
right.
Listen, if you win the money, it is courtesy of Main Street Title.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in.
Yes. Very nice.
There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic engine. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me. Well, I show that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Sing us a song, you're a piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we are all in the mood for a melody, and you have us feeling all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm dying. I'm really dying. Listen, for $500, what's that sound?
Would it be like opening or closing of a CD case?
Oh. No. No, thank you, though.
9.
Thank you, though, Dullard. And don't forget that every guess is a clue.
It's a clue for you.
Clue for you, yeah. It's great to be in the know, isn't it, Mike?
It is. He didn't know what it was.
Sure didn't. Dummy. I've also got something else to check out here about my illustrious career on film and TV work.
Yes.
A long time ago, the guy Albert Brooks, who is, incidentally, a genius.
Yes, he is.
Boy, he is. He makes some good movies. He really does.
Albert Brooks, who I'm a big fan of, was making a movie in Washington, D.C. called Broadcast News.
Right.
And he called me up, and he said, because I'd had him on my show in Chicago before he was famous, said, I got a walk-on for you.
He's a bit of a radiophile, right?
And Broadcast News, yes. As a matter of fact, Albert Brooks used to make, prank calls to my show using fake voices.
Right.
And at that time, I was playing records, so I would just be, during the records, I'd be recording calls on the request line.
Right.
And he would, like, call up and go, hello, I can't pick your station up right now. What song are you playing? And invariably, I'd play it on the air because I thought there was a wacky phone call.
Right.
Like 3 weeks later, he'd say, hey, I've called you 5 times the last week. You put all 5 of my phone calls on the air.
Just doing it for kicks.
Yeah.
Sure.
So anyway, he's a wonderful guy, I think, in the brief time that I've known him. And he made this movie Broadcast News. They were filming it in D.C., and he said, do you want a part of the movie? And I said, of course. So I went down in the middle of the night, down to Georgetown where they were shooting the movie. Actually, your car ended up in the movie, right?
Yeah, my car was in the movie. Supposedly, I'm not sure whether it ever got it. It might have ended up on the cutting room floor.
Well, the answer is right here, my friend.
Really?
Right here, because I talked about my role in this movie, Broadcast News, which was nothing gigantic.
Right.
One line is Albert Brooks and Holly Hunter are coming out of a restaurant. But I talked about it for maybe a year.
It was such a big deal when the premiere happened, and we were talking about it, and did you go to the premiere?
Yes.
You went to the premiere.
I went to the premiere. I was like an idiot. I rented a tuxedo.
Right.
I mean, it was a part goof, but part... I was thinking, I'm finally in.
You were into it.
An Albert Brooks movie.
You kind of told us what scene you were going to be in. It was a scene between William Hurt and Holly Hunter when they were in like a restaurant.
No, it was Albert Brooks and Holly Hunter as it was the scene as.
Oh no, yeah. Albert Brooks as their big kiss-off scene.
Yes.
Where he tells you you're going to be a big fat girl.
Right.
Something like that.
And I walk by and I say something to them, and I mean I had the script, I had the plot of the movie, all this a year before it came out.
Right.
The movie comes out, we have a premiere, the radio station has a premiere, I put on a goddamn tuxedo, I sit down in the theater, and for the next 2 hours, I'm waiting for my scene, and never there.
Not even close.
You know,
weren't you at one point saying when it was on video, slow it down frame by frame, because we might, even though they edited out your line, there might be you in there.
Yes, and at one point we actually brought a TV into the studio,
right?
And we did go frame by frame.
There was a lot of no. Yeah,
I was in a lot of denial over this. That you would see like a shadow of a head, and I'd say, "That's me. That's my head."
Right.
And as it turns out, it wasn't. But a guy who listens to us in San Francisco sent me. He works for the movie company. I worked as video producer on Broadcast News.
Okay.
I thought you would like a copy of the first cut.
Oh, wow.
To see if you made it. And as you can see, it says right there, rough cut of Broadcast News.
Well, are you in the first cut?
I just got it in the mail today.
Oh, that is very cool.
I'm going to go home tonight, and I'm afraid I'm building myself up again.
Careful. Yeah, but maybe if it's the first cut, it's before they edited out that scene.
For the big letdown, but I'll let you know, but I've got what according to him is the rough cut of Broadcast News.
Very cool.
So I will let you know if in fact I'm in that or not.
A great movie. I mean, even not to be in it is an honor.
Yeah.
It was such a cool movie.
Buzz, you have the ratings?
I do, as a matter of fact.
And?
NBC with Weakest Link came in first with an 8.6 and a 15. CBS with King of Queens came in second with a 7.2 and a 12.
That's holding its own.
In the 18 to 49 demographic,
that's the me factor, I think.
That's because you were in it. They would have been like they would have come in like a 4 or a 5.
I think so.
Yeah.
I got my name in the credits, my real name.
You did.
Everything.
That's the coolest.
At the very end, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in 18 to 49, a 4.9 for Weakest Link, a 4.6 for Boston Public, and a 3.6 for King of Queens.
Well, that's all me also. I'm sorry, that's my demo, 18 to 49. Mm-hmm. Those people love me. Well,
you're looking. You know what the look on his face?
What's
you
the
just
look?
see what it is. The Boston Public.
No.
So you're saying 18 to 49?
In 18 to 49, yeah. King of Queens came in the third behind.
That's what he was doing. Didn't you see him doing
I
that?
wasn't looking at it.
He was doing the 18 to 49 Boston Public.
Because that's his show. Because that's his show. Okay.
Enjoy the show.
Gotcha. Enjoy it. Listen, here's what I heard about Mike. I wasn't even looking at him. I didn't even get it.
He got. It's so funny because he said that, and then he got that look that Buzz gets out of it. That's his look there.
Buzz picks his spots to make his political statements on this show.
He does.
So here's the skinny on the Weakest Link, okay? And now I'm getting this from the British people, the enablers, okay? Last night, when we were flipping around trying to watch the hockey game,
right?
The Weakest Link came on.
Oh, Weakest Link.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're watching it for a second, and I heard how the show runs in Britain.
Okay.
I'd love to get a copy of the tape Now, according to the British people there, in London, The Weakest Link is a popular show, the most popular show, more popular than Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay.
In London, that lady in Britain, she is a true bitch. 100% bitch. All the time. Apparently, the American version is way dumbed down. That in Britain, the questions are very Jeopardy-like.
Oh, good. Well, I'd like it if they were more Jeopardy-like.
And when she gets mad at people, because the people who are on the show are very smart people, right, to begin with. Who's that, Robbie?
That's your neighbor. Did you give him the number last night, or don't you recall?
You're British. Well, he can talk about The Weakest Link.
Well, no. I want to just find out about the cologne.
Yeah, me too.
Hello?
Hello.
How'd you get this number?
Hey, how did I get that number? Well, Frida gave it to me.
Nate, how did I get that number? Okay, how did I get that cologne last night?
How did you get that cologne?
Yes.
Well, you stole it from me.
What do you mean I stole it from you?
No, you did. You said I'm going to bloody steal that cologne, and you did.
So Don just took the cologne out of your house?
No, you stole it.
What do you mean I stole it?
Well, I said to you, would you like to have a spray of this cologne? And you said, oh, yes, please. And then I saw you stuffing it down your trousers.
So this was not a brand new bottle of cologne?